Hey y'all, it's Kirsty. So I'm back with another video. So this week, if you can't tell, I have my Liberty shirt on and I'm going to be doing why I decided to transfer to Liberty. And basically why I'm doing the video this week is because next week you'll see me at my current school and just doing different things around here. And then the following week I will be going to Seafall, which I'm so excited for. So then you will get a lovely Seafall vlog of my weekend at Liberty. So I just wanted to share the differences between the two schools and why I chose to go to Liberty after going here for a year and a half, just so everybody has a better understanding of the videos for the next 2 weeks. So anyway, getting right into it, it boiled down the reason that I was transferring into two main categories of reasons. The first being that I just love Liberty, and the second being that I'm not happy at my current school. For me to transfer, I'll just preface this, if you're thinking about transferring, you can transfer wherever you want. But personally, for me, I only wanted to transfer if I knew that I was, absolutely loved the school that I was going to transfer to, and not because I wasn't happy at my current school. So I really wanted to obviously like the school that I'm going to better than the one that I'm currently at, if that makes sense. So the reasons that of I love Liberty, I wanted to outweigh the reasons of me not being happy at my current school. So jumping into it, I will say I'm just going to explain first to get I like to end on a positive note. So I'm just going to explain first why I am not happy at my current school. So those reasons were, and I don't want to bash my current school because it's going to be very hard for me to leave, but so I'm not going to mention the name of it because I don't want people to I don't know, I just don't want the name of the school to be out there because I'm saying some negative things about it. Anyway, but the first thing I will say is I just don't like the environment of this campus. So if you've ever gone on a college visit or you're in college right now, you know what I'm saying. When you walk onto campus, you get a certain feel. Everybody gets a feel when they go on campus. I don't know. But basically, when you walk on my campus, I don't get a good feel. And so that was really my main thing. And this happened even when I went to visit, but to be honest, and I'll explain this why in the reasons later why I love Liberty, the school that I'm at right now was not my first choice school. My SAT scores were not what I wanted them to be to get into some of the other universities that I applied to. So this was probably my third or fourth choice. I mean, it was on my top 5 because their nursing program is incredible here. I do love that aspect of it, and that's why I'm here. But with that said, it's in northeastern PA. It's very cold a lot of the times. It snows a lot. Once you start getting into even October, it rains all the time. It's kind of depressing. It's cloudy every day. There's not a lot of windows in the dorms on campus, so it doesn't give me a good feel. It doesn't make me very happy. I forget what it's called, but I have that I have a thing where in the wintertime I'm not as happy as I am in the summer because of the light. I don't know. There's some kind of psychology name for it. If you want to comment it down below, whatever. But I basically have that. And I'm just happier when it's brighter, warmer, whatever. So that's another reason for the move to Liberty. Here it's very hard to make friends, even though it's a small campus. Everybody kind of has their group, the sports have their group, whatever. And so upon getting here, all of the sports teams already had their group. The halls, we do some activities, not a lot. I don't know anybody really in my hall right now, I will say that right off the bat. Knew a couple people in my hall last year, just not a lot. It's kind of weird. You're just in your own space. And if you watch my roommate videos last year, I'm not really gonna re-upload them. I don't want to spread negativity on this channel. I think I said that before, so I'm not gonna re-upload them. But if you know the background, I kind of had problems making friends because of my other roommate, because she wanted me to be her only friend. so I didn't really make any other friends until 2 months into school was when I like started making actual like other friends, and those are the friends that I have now, although two of the three of them transferred, so one of them is only still here. And luckily then towards the end of the year I was able to make 2 more friends, so I have a good like 3 close friends here, and that's who I live with. So yeah, that's another reason. Also, my school now, and I mean this is very known, so like if I'm putting out there that I'm going to Liberty University, I'm also going to put out there on my channel that my current school has political views that I don't agree with. I don't like going to a lot of events on campus because of this, because I can't talk, because they focus on these issues. And Liberty is obviously very conservative, so that's another reason why I like it more. My campus is very liberal, so a lot of the discussions, I don't really agree with a lot of the stuff, and I don't like going to them. Anyway, so that wasn't the main reason, but that's just another thing that I have on here. Also, I do go to a Catholic university, and I thought that I would have like a solid group of like Christian friends still. I'm Protestant, but like obviously if you're familiar with like Christianity in general, all Catholic, Protestant, pretty similar, so like we still both have a relationship with God. I thought I would have a more solid group of like Christian support group when coming here, because that's really what I wanted. I've always wanted to go to like a Christian school. Like I knew that ever since 7th grade I wanted to go to a Christian university, even though I went to a public high school. Don't really get that vibe here. We don't really have like, we have campus ministries and stuff. I've participated in a couple things, but I just don't have as big of a Christian support group as I would have liked. I joined Crew. I love everybody in Crew. Crew is not like a huge group though, and I just started getting involved with that, and that is actually part of the reason that led me to Liberty, because I started looking into like doing mission work with Crew, which I want to do over the summer, and then I found that I could do mission work and nursing at the same time at Liberty, which I'll get into later. But that was a big shift for me where I could, but not, I didn't have as many opportunities here as I would have at Liberty, and I found those opportunities through Crew. So I love Crew, and I will continue to hopefully do things with them, since they are like a nationwide organization. It's not just at my university. Obviously, if you're interested in more of that, they have like a website and stuff that you could look up. Anyway, so that is basically where the real shift happened of me wanting to get more like opportunities and having a bigger Christian support group once I like became involved with Crew, because before that I started to care less about my Christian community on campus, and I was like drawing further. I cannot talk, and I also cannot breathe because of my cold, so I'm so sorry. But further away in my like relationship with God, and I was pulled closer to it, and like that's why I was drawn back towards Liberty once I joined Crew, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry that Anyway, and also my school, if I didn't explain this already, with like the lack of opportunities and stuff, it's not that we have a lack of opportunities. Many people from my school have gone on to do amazing things, and that is great for them. But with that said, my school is very small. I think we have 3,000 to 4,000 like total on campus, okay? If that gives you an idea. Like if I would like, pan out my window, I could show you the entire campus, basically. I'm not gonna do that, but so with that, it felt very similar to my high school. Also went to a small high school. I graduated with literally like less than 150 kids. Everyone's kind of in your business, everyone, so like everyone already knows that I'm transferring. I just told everyone like a week ago, like my friends just a week ago, but now everybody at the university knows. So I don't really like that much. Anyway, oh boy. People are gonna see this from there and just be like, what is this girl doing? I can't. But, so, there's also, it's located in a small town. I live in a small town as well, but my town, I don't know, like, there's things that I just like to do because you grew up in the town. I didn't really want to go to a small town in college. Like, I feel like college is the time to, like, explore the world, like, have opportunities, to, like, see things. Yeah, the closest, like, big town to me, I'm in, like, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, so, like, if I want to go do something, I have to drive pretty far to Wilkes-Barre or Scranton, which I don't really like doing. Yeah. And I just feel like Lynchburg is, like, closer to a lot of things, even to do, like, a weekend trip. Like, they're kind of close to DC, Charlotte, just, like, different things that I haven't really seen before, if that makes sense. And I can't talk still. And there's also a lack of, like, clinical opportunities personally for me. I said other people have went on to do great things. We have great, like, business, OT, PT programs here, whatever. But the hospitals, there's not a lot of big hospitals in this area, and I don't know if anybody, I'm not going to go into much detail because this video is already going to be way too long, but basically, since I want to do travel nursing, the the license in Pennsylvania only is for Pennsylvania, and I know that I want to start working in Virginia, which is where Liberty is, or in Florida, and then expand from there and, like, do work around the nation as well as work in other countries. And the only way that I can do work in other states other than the one that I get my license is if I apply in a state like Virginia or Florida for my nursing license. And so that's why I want to do school down there, so that I can have connections more with the hospitals in that area when I do clinicals down there. So that's why I chose Liberty. I was also looking into Florida schools, just like southern schools, like near that area, because that is where I eventually want to live. Okay, that was a lot. And now to the reasons why I love Liberty, and that's why I'm transferring there too, is because it was on my top 5 when I was originally doing my college search, junior, senior year. Really wanted to go there. So basically, I'll tell the quick story, because this video is going to be long anyway, so if you're still here, thank you, first off. And yeah, but I was a sophomore in high school, and my church goes on a mission trip every year. This year in particular, we decided to do the mission trip with an organization called Student Life, which is pretty, like, a big youth organization. Like, you can look them up. And they were having a mission camp at Liberty University, so we went there, we stayed there, and they basically, David Nasser was there. He, like, spoke every night. Rachel Foles was there, did worship. I loved it so much. I loved the campus. I loved David Nasser. So I was like, that's it. I'm going to go to Liberty. Like, my sophomore year, I was sold. And so my junior year, I, like, really looked into it. And, like, it was one of my top schools. Like I said, it was not my number 1 for academic reasons. But then after I didn't get into those, it was, like, still, like, right up in there. But then my mom decided that since I'm the oldest, she wanted to put me in, like, an hour radius because she thought that I would get homesick and want to come home a lot, which is understandable. And I ended up coming home almost every weekend because I was very unhappy at the school that I am currently at. So I was in a 2-hour radius of home. Liberty did not follow in that 2-hour radius because I will be, like, almost 6 hours away from home once I go to Liberty. Yes. And so Liberty was kind of out of the question since she knew that I'd probably want to come home a lot my freshman year. And so then she let me reconsider it after I said that I was not happy and that I think I would be happier there. Yeah, you guys get the point. And so with that said, after going to, like, the mission camp, I realized that I love David Nasser, and he's, like, the pastor down there. I love the idea of convocation, which was to my understanding, like I've watched a couple live streams of Convocation, and it was kind of similar to like what our worship services were like when we had it at the mission camp. And so I love that, because ours were also in the Vine Center, and we had like Russia Fool's worship. We had like David Nasser was like the only speaker, but still, basically that idea. I just love the idea of like tons of people worshiping together, other speakers coming in. Love the idea of Convocation, and I'm so excited to attend it at CFAL. I also love the D1 school aspect. Like I said, I wanted a bigger school, and I am a just hurt my foot. I am a huge like football fan. I love like Penn State football, Steelers football, and so I love going to football games, and I've always wanted to go to like a D1 football game like as a member of that university, if that makes any sense, and just like have that experience. I feel like for me, like I always like wanted that to be the part of my college experience. Since I live in PA, I wanted to go to Penn State University originally, like when I was little, and I thought that because my cousin went there, and so I kind of wanted like that experience, and so this at Liberty, it would kind of give me that experience too, in a way. Also, like I mentioned earlier, Liberty has the Global Studies minor for their nursing program, and after doing crew, I realized I really want to do missionary nursing, and they give plenty of opportunities for mission trips in other countries, such as like Africa and like other impoverished, well, Africa is a continent. Yes. Can you see my brain is like all over the place today? Not a good day to film this video, but anyway. So a bunch of different countries in Africa they go to, as well as like other impoverished areas of the world. There we go. And so basically that was something that really interests me, because that's what I want to do as my career, at least for the first couple of years before I decide to settle down. I really just want to like serve the Lord, and mission work in like my nursing field I think is a great way to do that for me. So I was just very excited when I found out that they had that, and that was my main like push. Like the Lord was saying like, you need to go here so you can do this, basically, because I wouldn't have that opportunity at the school that I'm at now. Along with that, my cousin actually graduated from Liberty a couple years ago with like a theology doctorate degree. That's what it's called. Oh my goodness. And so he was like an assistant professor for one of the religion classes, and he would always like tell me about them and like the theology and everything, and that stuff just really interests me. And like I said before, I don't really agree with everything that our school teaches. We have some of the professors, their religion doesn't match up with the course that they are teaching, so that we could have an atheist like teaching a biblical studies class, for example. We don't have that, but we have somebody of a different religion teaching a biblical studies class. Anyway, so I just want somebody that's very familiar with their religion, practices like what they preach, basically, and so I love that Liberty has that aspect, and I also really want to like dive deeper into Christianity before I like go out and speak about it to other people. So I'm glad that at Liberty I'll get like a really good background of like a ton of different religion classes. And lastly, before I lose my voice, even though my school has a great nursing program, which is why it's going to be hard to leave, because I have made a few friends in my nursing program, and I love my professor that I have now, because I've only taken one actual nursing class here, like official nursing class. Liberty has a fantastic nursing program, and they've already like reached out to me and stuff, and I love their nursing program just as much, if not more, so I'm so excited to go there and do that. And also, everyone that I've connected with so far, like my CFAL hosts and my cousin and just like other people that I know that have went there or go there right now, have just been like so helpful and so kind, and like the community is just so welcoming there. And so that's another reason why I really feel welcome and drawn to go there. If you guys have any other questions about this, please comment down below. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram to see like more updates that I post on there. And I hope y'all have a great day, and stay tuned for my video next week. Alright, bye.